I'm drying dandelion petals. That's what you see on this plate. It's a nice sunny day, and I have all these dandelions drying on a plate in the sun. Now, this is what they look like. These petals look like before they dried. I'm sure this beautiful bright yellow flower is familiar to many, I'm sure, because you see them growing wild on the side of the roads in people's backyard on their lawn. And we consider them to be weed, but they, oh my goodness, they are so nutritious and so good for us. I have dandelions growing all over my lawn, my yard, I should say. I do not spray pesticides or any weed killers in my yard. So the dandelions that grow in my yard are healthy, chemical-free dandelion. So I harvest them. It's April 25th, and they are in abundance and they are seasonal. Okay, so they come around in the spring and the summer, and by fall you won't see any petals around. You'll just see the dandelion plants, and the root and the leaves can be eaten also. So I want to talk to you a little bit about dandelion and the many wonderful health benefits of this wild plant. Okay? So like I said, every part of the dandelion plant is nutritious and can be eaten. And the stem and the leaves, when they get a little older, they are a little bitterish, but the leaves can be put in your salad, or they can be sauteed, or the leaves can be used to make tea. I remember my grandparents used to say, that stuff that are bitter, like aloe vera and cerasee, are good for us and detox the liver. And they were so right, because the dandelion is a very good liver and kidney detox. So what I will do with this dandelion that I'm drying, I will put them in my salad. You don't really have to dry them. You can eat the dandelion flower and stem just like this. Just put it in your salad and eat it raw, or you can dry it so that you can use it later on in the year when they're not around. So you can put them in your food, you can cook, you can add it to your food when you cook, or you can add it to your salad, or you can saute it, and also you can use it to make tea. So I use it to make tea. So in about an 8 ounces of water, bring 8 ounces of water to a boil, and put maybe this much of the dandelion petals, whether they're dried or they're fresh. Just put them in a mug and pour the hot water on it and cover it and just let it steep. I like to let mine steep overnight, but really you don't have to. You can let it steep for a couple hours, and then you can add a little honey if you choose to. We don't really add anything to it. We just drink it just like that. It's a little on the bitter side, but like I said, the bitter stuff are usually good for you. If you've ever tasted aloe vera, you know it's very bitter. And cerasee and bitter melon, they're bitter, but they are very healthy and very good for us. Potent liver and kidney detox. They have vitamin A and vitamin B12 and vitamin C, many minerals, antioxidants. And I remember a couple of years ago, I met a gentleman in Georgia. We actually bought a house from him, and he had been diagnosed with cancer. And I never knew about dandelion health benefits. And he told me that he was on a dandelion protocol, where he would eat the dandelion, or he would use the dandelion root, leaves, and petals to make tea and drink it because it has anti-cancer properties, which I didn't know. He brought that to my attention. So yes, has a lot of healing virtues from what I gather, antioxidant and many other vitamins and minerals that help our bodies to heal themselves. So yes, this is another free wild weed, wild plant, wild bush that is very, very good for us. Will give us all the nutrients really that we need, and is good for our body and is like a tonic to help to cleanse our bodies and strengthen our bodies. So every day we have a cup of bush tea, and this has been our bush tea for this week. I made enough so that each day I would just gently reheat it and sip on it for tea in the evening when we're relaxing. So that's dandelion leaves, which can be eaten in salads, can be used to cook, um, can be eaten just like it is, or can be used to make a tea. Very healthy and very good for you. In fact, one of my friends was telling me that she drinks a cup of moringa tea every evening to help her. She's in her 60s, to help her to relax. And then she told me she takes a herbal supplement at night, which helps her to fall asleep and to stay asleep for a while because she has chronic insomnia. And I asked her, what is in this herbal supplement? And she told me that I know she mentioned 4 herbs. 2 of them I remember. I don't recall the other 2. But dandelion was one of them, and also um, nettle. Nettle and dandelion. Those 2 for sure. I remember she told me are in this supplement that she takes at night that helps her to fall asleep and to stay asleep for a few hours. So yes, dandelion is known to be very healthy and very, very beneficial to our health. So you enjoy, and I would say if you're going to harvest dandelion, you should not do it anywhere where there's a possibility that the grass was treated with pesticides, and certainly not by the roadside. If it's in the wild and it's it's not been the area has not been treated with pesticides and chemicals, and yes, that's safe. Like my yard has them, and for sure I don't allow pesticides and chemicals anywhere near my yard. But I sure wouldn't harvest these petals or the leaves or the roots by anybody else's lawn or anybody else's yard or by the street side or the wayside or anything like that. So just be real careful about where you might harvest your dandelion root, leaves, or petal. Okay? Enjoy and be well. I do believe that everything that we need to be well, be healthy, or to heal ourselves if we're having health issues, the good Lord has provided them for us. And I have a sister who always says to me, the herbs were produced by God for the healing of his nation. And this is one of them. So enjoy. Dandelion petal. Some people, by the way, will say to you to take the stem off. Nah, you should not. The stems make the tea, or if you eat it in salad, bitter. But that's where actually most of the nutrients are, in the stem. Okay, so I don't take the stem off, and we have to learn to eat not so much for taste, but for the nutrient that we get from these plants. Okay, take care and enjoy, and stay well. Remember, our food is our medicine, and our medicine is our food. So says Hippocrates, who is called the father of Western medicine. Take care now.